not feeling well. I took my third dose of COVID shot about 2 days ago.
2 days ago, Pfizer booster.
I did get a minor allergy reaction, but I have that. Been feeling well since yesterday, so I'm a little bit off. But we promised we're gonna make this video, so here we are. Um, so today we are going to. I'm in the process. Like I said, I'm not been feeling well. I'm in the process of making videos of all the pictures of each hotel we stood at. Um, and we are sharing. We're going to share them. We're going to put them on the link below, so you guys could be able to see the videos, the links to each video of each place that we stood at. So we left for the cruise on the Friday before, because we didn't want to risk it, and our kids were remote on that day, so we decided to do that. We went ahead and first stood at the
La Kinta.
La Quinta.
All right, that was actually Thursday night. La
That was
Kinta.
Thursday night because
You had COVID testing in the
we
morning.
had COVID testing in the morning, and then we had our flight, so we didn't want to miss that. Besides that, we went ahead and after that we went to Miami. So once we got to Miami, we went and stood at the Miami apartments.
Miami Beach Apartments.
Miami Beach Apartments. I do not have much to say about La Quinta. I do have a lot to say about La Quinta, but nothing is good. Miami Beach Apartments. We did. There's a lot of good things to say about that place. A lot. You guys will see the beautiful pictures we took, the videos. It was fantastic. The people were awesome. Shout out to the guys in the restaurant. Top notch, friendly, everything. Like I said, let me get a Cuban, like, Cuban food. I ordered, and I said, well, is this actually Cuban food, or are you like giving me like make believe Cuban food? He started laughing and saying, no, I'm Cuban, and I'll make sure that you get a Cuban food. So he made sure I got a Cuban stuff. Then we went ahead and we went to where? We stood there for one night. After that, I went to meet our friends that they were coming in the next day after that. So that was Thursday night La Quinta. Friday night was the Miami Beach Apartments. Saturday night. So yeah, right. Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. We stood at the Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn Doral.
That's where we met our friends and 3 people. Was it? Yeah, 3. It was 3 people because it was a mom and the daughter.
Oh
So
yeah,
it was
3
3.
people.
3 people from our fantastic group. So they could tell you all about it. The party bus. But we had that was the Holiday Inn. So we're just here to tell you as far as our experience as always for each place we stayed. So we're gonna start with La Quinta on Thursday. Take it from there, guys. I'm going to be sharing the live and seeing the comments if there's any comments. And then he could go ahead and tell you about it. And like I said, we'll be putting the link to the videos in the comments, and you guys can just click on it.
I can tell you something. This La Quinta was trash. All right. So, I thought, okay, since it's near the airport, this is the Windham by Charlotte, or Windham of La Quinta by the Charlotte Airport, Charlotte International, Douglas.
In North Carolina.
In North Carolina. So I thought since it's near the airport, it would be at least decent, right? We're only staying for one night. Let's look into trash. We come in, right, and it looks like it's like
It looked nice to the out, like the front.
the front looked nice.
It
Then
was decent.
and when you get to the side, it looks like it's some sort of kid hangout. I get it, right? Used to be a kid before, but like trash everywhere, and you know,
Then it
people,
started looking like a druggy hangout.
yeah, like you know, people hanging out in the parking lot inside the car, and then uh, you know, you go inside and seeing people dressed in questionably, and you know, I was like, I'm not really sure exactly what's happening here, but let's go in, right? So go in, get to the room, tired, late, and I was like, let me watch a little bit of TV. Then go to sleep. Controller's missing.
Wait, no, but wait. So first, the check-in is the guy. The guy was there like he didn't even want to do his job, but I don't blame him. Nowadays, you know, with especially with customer service, a lot of people do not want to do their jobs because it has become harsh, and a lot of people, like with COVID, somehow have been I don't know, like the
Jerks.
evil side of them has come out and they become jerks, and instead of being nice to people, they're like, no, I don't know what to say, like they have been threaten people, and it's just a whole thing. But the guy was there like he didn't want to do anything. That was one thing. When we asked him, now I have stayed at some Kinta's hotels before, and I have never had the um the experience that I had at the place.
Yeah,
Like La Quinta, no, you know, it's La Quinta. It's not like, oh my god, a luxury hotel, but it is a one night thing that you could at least go and have a decent sleep. On the ones that I have stayed, but no, please do not stay there. Do not.
yeah, we'll post that. This one is trash. And you know, so you know, I call the guy. I'm like, hey, some other guy picks up from housekeeping, and I'm like, you know, there's no control in the room, and he's like it's like, nah, he's not bad at me. He's just like frustrated at the night. And I'm like, dude, like, yeah, I'm sorry. He's like, the controller's missing.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, bro, controller's missing. All right, then he's like, all right, you know, it's housekeeping. I'm gonna have to look for a control. So it's like, okay. All right, now I'm like, yeah, I need a few sheets too. And he's like, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to look for that too. So I go down to the front desk because I need to get something from the car. I'm like, hey, look, you know, I need first I need like a fork so we have some food with us, and I need a control and some sheets. He's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And so he's like, here's a control. So he pulls out a control from his desk. He gives me the control. I'm like, what? Like, okay. So
Well, but what did he tell you? He told you like go see if this one works.
yeah,
If
see if
not,
this
come
one.
back again.
Yeah, go see if this one works. I was like, okay. Gives me the fork or whatever, and then he comes and he brings the sheets a little bit later on. So we're in there, and you know, soda is like $2, you know, which is I think is like every hotel right now. So then so I asked him about breakfast. I'm like, yo, is there any breakfast? He's like, yeah, it's the pack to go. And you know, at this point, I'm just gonna give my honest opinion. I think right now, for what we know, I'm not gonna get political with COVID or anything like that. But at this point, from what I'm seeing, a lot of these hotels, if they're not doing the breakfast thing, they're doing it as an excuse, like, oh, COVID. They could be doing the breakfast thing if they really wanted to do it. They're just not doing it. So I was like, all right, that's fine. So the next morning, we go, you get you know, it's like I want the pack to go thing. I just want some like orange juice. All right. What is that? Oh, the Kinta Inn and Suites by Windham, Charlotte Airport North.
That's the one to stay away from.
Don't do it, bro.
Do not go there. Like I'm trying to find the actual location. So that is located at
Three.
3127 Sloan Drive. It is in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you're in Charlotte, North Carolina, or you're coming to the airport, you say, "Oh my God, I just need a nice leave. So let me just go like La Quinta." Nope, do not go to that
Don't
one.
do it.
Do not, do not, do not.
It, you know, it was one of those days, right? So I get the breakfast, right? You know, I just wanted the orange juice. I get the orange juice, and I see another guy there in the morning, and he's like, I'm like, hey, you know, how's it going? You know, it's a regular guy that's
Just
going
making
to get
small
some
talk.
coffee. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, man, I'm frustrated. I'm like, what happened to you? He's like, man, I got a big bug bite. And he pulls up his shirt.
Bed bugs.
And he's like, yo, a big bed bug bite bit me. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, man. He's like a bed bug bit me, man. So I was like, look, after that.
That could even happen at the big hotels, but I have a thing that I always check the bed before my kids go to bed. Um, or we go to the bed. I uncover everything. I check everything, just to make sure. Um, and I always carry sprayed and everything, so I did all of that. Um, the the other thing was they were like this kids smoking weed on the parking lot. They didn't tell them anything. I don't think they even had cameras to notice. I have no idea. I know they were smoking weed because I saw them. um, the the carpet felt moist, like
Yeah.
if something has spilled on it and they didn't clean it.
It was not like COVID friendly, like, oh, we
Yeah,
sanitized.
no,
This
no,
wasn't it, bro.
yeah. So we had before we left, we took a good shower and make sure we didn't touch anything else and
Kept them moving.
kept them moving. I don't even recall taking pictures of the place. Um, I wish we'd have if we didn't, but I'm going to double check. I don't think that. I think that's the only place we didn't take any pictures of.
Yeah, because it's like, this place is trash.
Because we didn't even want to deal with it. It was late at night, and all we wanted to do is just sleep because we had a early day, like a long day the next day. We had to get up early. Next thing when we got to Miami,
Wait, hold on.
uh-huh.
Before that, so actually, and you'll hear a lot more of these type of stories here, you know, of our amazing cruise experience. So I actually met a friend of mine on the cruise that I didn't know from the cruise, right? So we met on the cruise, all right? That's actually from Charlotte. So if he ever watches this, you'll know I'm not gonna name drop him, but you know what I'm talking about. And he made a recommendation to me. He says, "Hey, look, you know, I live in the Charlotte area, and the best place to go if you're next to Charlotte Airport is to go uptown Charlotte." He's like, so it's a little bit more expensive than the regular hotels. However, normally they'll let you park your car there. If you stay there at night, they'll let you park your car.
Oh, so you don't have to be paying hotel parking.
Right. Y'all need to be paying, the parking from the airport.
Airport parking.
Right. And then they has a shuttle to the hotel. So we're like, oh, okay. So it's good information. So I'm passing that on to you guys. So spend a little bit extra. Stay at a decent place. Uptown Charlotte. Probably around like the Carowinds area. Around that area. But next to the airport, don't do it, bro. Or man. Don't do it. All right, go ahead. Go on to Miami.
Okay. Well, the Miami. We got to Miami. We rented a car there. Once we rented a car there, we went. What was the rental car? Was Avis?
Avis, yeah.
They did not have, because we were just going. It was just going to be for a couple of hours, just like one day. I said just get an economy car because we don't need the whole thing. We they upgraded us, which was great because they didn't have what we wanted. So
Yeah, they did look.
hands up to Avis.
Let me tell you something there, right? They upgraded us because they didn't have any economy cars. The reason why they didn't have any cars is because there are so many people traveling. All right, they're out. So they got to upgrade us to accommodate us. This is good for us, but I'm just letting you guys know, don't stop waiting. Stop, oh, I'm going to go book this later. No.
Like I book it when I get there.
Get there. No. Book
Not
it
gonna
now
happen.
because you're not going to find a car.
It's not gonna happen.
All right, we can help you book. All right, book it now. Let's travel today.com. All right, don't wait because you're gonna end up getting there and there's not gonna be anything there for you.
The we went to the other place that we stood at. It was the Miami Beach
Miami Beach
Apartments.
Apartments. Yeah.
Miami Beach Apartments. If I go on another cruise out of Miami, I will be coming back to that place. Very personable. We had a like a personal liaison that she kept on. We had her direct number, and
Yeah.
we'll call her all the time if we had any problems. Actually, we did have a problem that the room key code, because everything is touchless, like contactless, not touchless, contactless. So less contact, and then they'll just go ahead and you just have to go ahead and key the thing, and they send you the code through your text, through a text message to your phone. Um, they somehow had sent us the wrong code, so we went ahead and called her up. She immediately went ahead, reset it, gave us a new code. So they were fantastic. Private parking, they have valet parking.
Only valet parking.
That's
You
the
can't
only
park.
thing I have.
You can't park
And
regular.
it's included with the room,
Yeah,
with
that
your
was dope.
stay. So you don't pay extra. They do take tips, which we did give them tips because, I don't know how much they get paid, but uh, I'm not like a huge tipper, but I believe that people that work on that kind of industry like that, they should get tips, especially restaurants and things like that. Anyhow, so took our car. We went upstairs to the room. The check-in was a little bit confusing because it was like two places to check in.
Yeah,
One
so
place.
when you go in, all right, apparently is like it's a big place. Okay.
It's not
Right.
apparently a big place. It is a big
It
place.
is a big place. So it looks like a couple of different companies own at the same place. So the check-in was a little bit confusing.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have, like I said, we do have the personal number and everything like that for our liaison. So if you guys need to look at that, then that's something that we do have. But once we figured it out, it was very simple. Gave them the ID. They asked for the license plate number and everything like that. They speak other languages. They do speak in Spanish, French, and we were able to check in. Gave us the key.
They didn't give us the key. Give us the code.
The code. I'm sorry. Then we went up to the room. That was it.
Yeah, well, once upon in the room, we didn't know what we were going to expect. Like you said, apartments. They actually look like apartments. Um, the code was not working. We called the liaison. She gave us a new code. We were able to go in. This place was clean, extremely clean. It had the seal on the bathroom that was clean. It had a seal on the door that was clean. It had the control saying with a little car saying it was clean. Everything was clean. There was no smell. There was no odor. There was like, you guys will look at the pictures. It had a little side table. It had two. What was it? Two queen beds.
Two queen beds.
Two queen beds. The view was amazing. There was actually a meteor
Then
shower.
there's a side bed too.
There was a side bed, yes. So the little one took the side bed. Our teenager took a queen bed just for her, and then we obviously took the other bed. The the view was fantastic. There was a meteor shower, um, and there was a lot of clouds. You cannot actually see them, but you could see them. It was like it looked like lightning, but it was actually meteoroids. Um, it was amazing to see. The only problem we had there. Oh, then we went to the restaurant to eat there. Uh, the guy and the girl from the restaurant, they were fantastic. They were awesome, friendly. Um, there were only the two there plus the cook. I guess I don't know how many cooks they had. They didn't have many people, but they said they invited us at 8. They said, "Come back at 8. We're going to make a party." It's like, do you have things at 8 that you make? And they said no, we're just gonna make a party. Just come back down at 8. There's nobody here, and we're just gonna party. I said okay. So very nice people, friendly. The place is right, so it has the valet parking, and it has its own entrance to the beach. It has a huge pool, and then you go to the gate. The gate has its code to go in and out, and then it has the just like go right there, and the beach is right there. You could actually see the cruise ships from there. We took some pictures of that as well. Um, and again, like I was saying, the only problem I had with that is that when we were leaving, um, I guess the girl was too, how can I say it? I won't say confused, was too overwhelmed
Yeah, she had too many
because there were too many people
cars.
and she was the only one there. Um, we went and gave her the car because they give it like the valet parking car so they could bring our car. I said, okay, I'll get it for you. We're waiting. All these people are coming after us. We're still there waiting. Guy goes and checks, and she said, "Oh yeah, I already gave the guy your key. He'll be here any minute." We're waiting, so we are there like 30. Was like 30-40 minutes. Everybody's coming and leaving, and we're still there. So he had gone twice, and she said, "Yeah, just wait. I don't know what's happening. Just wait." So when I went to check with her, and I asked her, she said, "What was your car?" And when I told her the car, she was like, "Oh no, I didn't give him the key." I was like, "But you told my husband you gave the key, like
Twice.
not once but twice." And then I called him over and I said, "She's saying she never gave the key, but you're telling me that she told you that she had a key." And he's like, in front of her, I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "No, I never told you that." So I did tell her, like, "Listen, there's no need to lie. If you're feeling overwhelmed, that is okay. Just let us know that you're gonna get it done, and that's it. Get it done. We just need out of here. We've been waiting like for 40 minutes." So she apologized, and we finally got our car. So after that, we actually went and checked into the other place, which is where we were gonna meet our friends, and we met two people from our Facebook group there. Um, the what was the Holiday Inn?
Holiday Inn Doral.
Holiday Inn Doral. So we went down there. We dropped everything, and we um we went to pick up our friends from the airport before we had to turn in the car. So we picked them up, came back. He went to drop the car, and we just stood there.
Hey, let me get an insider tip real quick. So we rented the car because where we are going, like we were staying in two hotels. It's like, all right, it makes sense to drive to this first one, then drop everybody off, and then take the car back. Since we have 4 people and bags, when you do Uber, it usually goes up to like 3 people, and then the fourth person is like an extra cost.
And it was like 30 something dollars for Uber. And the reason that we did the car because we were supposed to go ahead and have like a second plan in case his the little one's COVID test did not come through, because we were waiting for his results to come through and they were not coming. So that's a whole total thing that I already discussed on another video. So it did make us of use that we had the car because we were able to go ahead and do that. um, did they go to the beach as well? I don't know what they did, but we it was like, how much was that car from them?
The car ended up. The car was about $70, but you always have to factor in the deposit, which is like $250 that they're gonna hold.
Which they'll give it back to you. It takes like five days.
Yeah, like 5 days.
To give it back to you, but you only pay 70, and you get to have it a whole day. Plus, they give us a free upgrade because they didn't have what we wanted. So, no, I'm not going to complain. The this place, the Holiday Inn, the girls there were magnificent. I'm sorry. That what was the address on that one?
That one, Holiday Inn Doral.
That was the name of it.
Yeah, Holiday Inn Express.
Holiday Inn Express Doral.
Miami Airport Doral.
This is and then it has a second name as Holiday Inn Express Miami Airport Doral. The ladies there were fantastic. All the girls that were working there, they did have breakfast. It wasn't like the full thing breakfast, but they have items that you could go ahead and get your stuff. They had the coffee, the juice, and everything. They were checking after you, making sure that you clean up after yourself. They were cleaning up after you. If you had any problems, they'll go ahead and help you. They make sure that they set everything up that they needed to set up with the rooms and stuff. It was
you
clean.
can use the internet for free, right?
Mm-hmm. It was decent. It was good. No, I'm not going to complain. Oh, and this hotel is actually right next door to the Carnival Horizon headquarters.
Not a, just the
Is
Carnival.
it headquarters?
The Carnival headquarters.
Yeah. The Carnival Horizon, sorry. I said I was sick. There wasn't I. I said I was off. The Carnival headquarters. I'm thinking I'm on the ship again. The Carnival headquarters. We'll put some pictures on that too as well. So honestly, as far as the experience on that, the worst experience that I had. Oh wait, we're not done. We did stay another place. After we came back, we did take an Uber, which we regret not renting a car again because the Uber was more than the car. Because it was like it wasn't an Uber, it was like people that were out there, like the vans. That was like $50 for the van. Then our friends had to pay about $30 for the Uber to the airport, and then the next morning we had to pay about the same thing for the Uber to the airport. So no brainer. So I think we're having better getting a car, but he doesn't think that way. I don't know, but I
didn't want the money tied up.
I don't think he wanted to pay parking because this other place was actually at the
Ocean Drive.
Ocean Drive. So there's no parking there, and it's busy. We were actually right there, from 5-minute walk from the beach.
Not even, because right when you come out, like to the beach access.
Oh yeah, it's in the back of the place.
And then, I don't know if you guys been to Miami before, like next to Wet Willie's and everything. That used to be an open street, and now it's closed. So
that was years ago. Traffic. It used to be open, and cars would come in and out, and you had to watch out. Right now, it's all closed up. If you are familiar with, I guess, New York City, 42nd Street, how it's all closed up right now, and you just walk through there, through the main things, kind of like that. Not all fancy and lights and everything. It was nice because it's next. It has its beach theme and everything. So because it's right there. Um, yeah. So we walked to what is it? Wet Willie's from there.
Wet Willie's, yeah.
Wet Willie's
The
from there.
famous, the world's famous Wet Willie's.
And from there, at nighttime, we found this small, very busy, and very good food Cuban restaurant that we had dinner at. But let's get back to this last place we stood at. This last place we stood at was, what was the name of it?
Just
Ocean Drive
Beach.
Apartment?
Yeah, Ocean Drive Apartments.
Ocean Drive Apartments. So, Ocean Drive Apartments. The guy did check with us. He was very personal. He actually came into the place and he checked with us, see if everything was okay and whatever. We told him, yeah, everything was okay because we had not yet gotten to the shower. Everything was clean. Everything was small, little, tiny, one bedroom beach apartment, I'll say.
Yeah, it wasn't like.
It had a sofa bed, which that's where my daughter decided to stay. We stood with the little one on the in the room. Um, the bed, it was like a box bed, so they had just like done a thin, like the mattress was very thin. So my back and my sciatic nerve is still hurting. So because of that, the water, we went to take a shower at nighttime, way after the guy had checked with us. Um, we're turning on the shower and there's no hot water. Now, Mister here needs to take a shower with boiling water.
I need the jacuzzi water.
My kids need warm, not lukewarm water. I honestly need the lukewarm water, but I was able to take a shower. Like I was able to survive with just that. They were crying and screaming because there was no hot water. We called the guy. Well, he called the guy to let him know and say, "Hey, there's no hot water." He said, "Oh yeah, just turn it to the other side." But needless to say, we found out that the handle was broken, so it just keeps on going around.
Spins.
So there's no way that you're gonna get hot water. Because we thought maybe we just leave it open, because sometimes in those apartments like that, if you leave it open, then you just wait for the the hot water to come in. I guess from the boiler, and it never happened. And so, well, there's something wrong with it. And I started to say, yeah, he just says to keep on turning. So I'm turning, and the thing just keeps on going and going and going. There's no ending to the handle. You know, the handle has supposed to end when it comes to the hot, so like super hot, it stops right there, and you can't move it anymore. This just kept on going. So I had to take a shower of cold water. Did they die? No. But they want the hot water. That will be the only thing about. Oh, and the internet connection. They gave us free internet connection, but then he comes in and says, "Hey, there's no internet," right? When he came in, and he did fix it. He said, "Oh yeah, that the modem was unplugged. Blah blah blah. This is the password. This is the code."
Somebody stole the Wi-Fi wire.
Somebody has stolen the Wi-Fi wire. So let me go get a new one. So he got a new one, and he put it in, and then he fixed it. But then he said, the password that I gave you might be in and out. If that happens, just call me, and then I'll go ahead and give you a new one.
I'll check it later on. It's like, well, you're only there for one night, so.
The kids wanted to watch TV because there was one TV only, and it was in the living room. The kids wanted to watch TV. They couldn't watch TV because it kept in and out. I say, you know what, you don't need the TV. Just go on your phone, do whatever you want to do, and then go to sleep, because we need to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning anyhow. So don't worry about it. We're here for just one night. One night, stay there close to the beach. No problem if you don't mind the cold water. But maybe it was only that room that was messed up. Maybe other rooms were good. I don't know. I can't go or say anything else, but for my experience as far as that room, I will say that if you do decide to do that through us, that place, because the place was not bad, but if you do decide to do it, is let us know, so we could check with the guy ahead of time before we do everything, that he's actually going to have a room that has hot water, or if something happens, things do happen, he does come personal, in person to your room and ask if everything is okay. So make sure you check the hot water before you tell him everything is okay, because that was not our case. But then besides that, yeah, we don't want to take much of your time. We're going to go ahead and put the links. We're going to put the videos up, and put in the links of each video underneath. I'm the one who mainly does that. So just said I'm not feeling well. So I might finalize that tonight, probably tomorrow. So you will see the links by tomorrow. We'll try to go live tomorrow again, and this time we are going to be talking about the food places before we got in the cruise. So we're just taking step by step of every step we took and bringing that out to you guys, so you guys will know what is out there, what we did, what places we stood, and then we'll go ahead and go in as far as in the cruise. When within the cruise, just as a preview, where once we get there, because we did stay at the family harbor, we did it purposely because we were going to stay at the Havana. The Havana, they told us that first of all we couldn't stay because of the 7-year-old. Then they said, well, we changed it to the other room. They were giving us a balcony and stuff. He didn't want to the balcony because he was afraid of him, the little one, jumping out the balcony.
Those things happen.
I was not even going about.
That's what I'm saying. But then we decided that we were just going to go ahead and do the family harbor. So then like that, we could go ahead and go over everything in the family harbor, the room in the family harbor. He did uploaded a video of what we did when we just got to the family harbor suite, how it looks like. What was it? What was that? Was called the suite? Or what? Like,
no, ours is a deluxe ocean room.
Deluxe ocean room, family harbor.
A deluxe ocean view room.
Yeah, the family harbor is a special area where obviously this the name says it, family harbor. You stay with your family. Anyone could book it. It's not restricted just for people traveling with kids, because our friends stood there because they were with us. The difference between this one and any other room is that besides the Havana, because the Havana is something, it's a whole different thing. It was that the family harbor is in your car that they give you, is embedded that you are in the family harbor. So it has its own what would I say, buffet, like small room.
A lounge.
A lounge. A
That's what
lounge.
it's called, Family Harbor Lounge.
Yeah, family harbor. I'm sorry, family harbor lounge. So it has its own little buffet for the kids. The whole family, they go in there. The kids were going in and out, going there. They play video games.
You're talking about full. If you've been on a Carnival cruise before, she says little buffet. That's putting in mildly. We're talking about full.
We're not talking about the little.
We're talking about full Lido deck.
It's not full little deck.
Yeah, with the exception of the.
Because the little deck had the chef and all the stuff and the bars. Like this actually has a dedicated max 2 guys working there. They want
3.
3.
2 and the supervisor.
Oh yeah, 2 and the supervisor. And one of them is if there's any kids that are playing, they are with the kids and they help the kids put in the video games. If the kid doesn't know how to play the video game, they know how to play the video game and they help the kids play the video game. There's computers there if they want to do in the computer. There are 2 small rooms, just like a living room that you could hang out on. They're not small, they're big. I'm just saying small. And then in the middle is like a whole buffet in the morning, and it has ice cream every day, every hour, an ice cream bar only until what was it 7 p.m. that they were open?
Yeah, 7.
Until 7 p.m. So after 7 p.m. is closed, but you had a whole day to go ice cream, and they have a schedule as far as the
No,
morning for
no, no. Like
breakfast.
it was closed. It was closed at like 8 or 9, but until 7 they had the food out.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, they didn't actually have food. It was like the food was food. Food was mainly in the morning. Then in the afternoon they had snacks. They will make little cute little sandwiches. They had peanut
That's
butter. They
food to me.
had turkey. They had it was a snack. They had turkey. They had peanut butter and jelly. They had peanut
Tuna.
butter by itself. They had tuna. Every day there was a different sandwich. They have fruits. You could have make fruit salads. They had bread, beans in the morning, eggs,
Bacon.
croissants, bacons.
Well, we're gonna do a whole. We don't
But
want to give up all
I
the
will,
stuff. You
we
know.
will show you everything there. But I'm just saying, if you're traveling with your family and you have the opportunity to go on the Family Harbor in Carnival, I say do it.
Now, let me tell you this. All right. So from travel agent tips. All right. Well, exclusive from Let's Travel Today. All right. So, Family Harbor is not on every boat. Okay. It's only on the Vista class boats, which is the Carnival Vista, the Carnival Horizon, the
Mardi Gras.
the Mardi Gras, and one other boat that I forgot what the boat is right now. But but it's only on like 4
Which one, honey?
boats.
Royal Caribbean?
No, we're talking about Carnival.
Yeah, so it's only on 4 boats. So don't think like, oh, I'm gonna go on like any boat and be upset with the calling up Carnival like, hey, how come there's no Family Harbor? There's no Family Harbor because it's only on certain boats. All right, but if you do go on one of those type of boats, then so I think in this case it would be like the 4 like biggest boats in their fleet for the U.S. The Mardi Gras, the Vista, the Horizon, and the
And the other boat he forgot.
Yeah, the last
The
mystery
boat.
All right.
So
So
you know what? We could fix this really
can
quick
fix that
before we
one.
let you go. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Family Harbor.
Carnival. I'm putting coffee. See, I'm not feeling well. Okay, which ones have? So, the Carnival Family Harbor is on Carnival Vista and Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Offer a brand new cruising concept. And this is Horizon, but it doesn't mention Mardi Gras. I know Mardi Gras has it.
Yeah, but this is an old one.
Yeah, we'll find out. We'll put it in the comments because I'm not seeing anything. Like I'm trying to find it and it's not coming out.
That's it.
That's the one I just checked. That's the one I just checked.
Well, we're gonna find a mystery vote. We'll put it in the comments. But the food was amazing, to say the least. All right. Now, if you've never been on a cruise before, all right, people say, "Oh, I'm gonna get the cruise body and all this."
Is that it?
Yeah.
I found it. Carnival Panorama.
Carnival Panorama. All right, that's it. That's the mystery boat.
That's the mystery boat.
So Carnival Panorama. Circling
Horizon.
back right here. Carnival Horizon, Carnival Vista,
And the Mardi Gras.
and the Mardi Gras. That's it. So
Are we going on the Mardi Gras?
it's not on every boat. It's only on those four, but it's
But
definitely worth it.
we'll get back to you and do a whole video just about that and put the pictures and everything. And then we'll also go ahead and review the restaurants inside Carnival Horizon that we went to and the specialty restaurants that we went to. If you want to try new foods for lesser than you will pay in a specialty restaurant,
Cheaper than Roof Chris.
that's the best place to do it. But we're going to let you go. We thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll go ahead and put the links of the videos from each hotel and place we stood at before we started our Carnival Horizon adventure, and then we'll go from there and keep on showing you our adventure that we had for the whole week. So you guys enjoy. Do not forget to subscribe below so you could be able to go ahead and get updates every time we put a video out. So if these videos do help you, please click like on it. If you have any comments or you want to add something, just comment on it. The comments are always open. We're always open to comments. Doesn't hurt our feelings. You know, we're fine. We're just here for, we just started saying that Let's Travel Today is here for the people. We want to experience things out there, especially with the pandemic, so then others could be able to see how it is, and then you could also be able to experience it, because I know a lot of people, especially parents, are tired of being locked up at home. You know, and that does something to your mind, and getting out there is what people want to do, and that's what we're doing this, and that's what we're here for. So you guys enjoy, have a wonderful night, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Wait.